What's going on, guys? I got a confession to make. I'm kind of a 2-fret Tony. I usually play 90% of my songs in the 2nd and 3rd fret. I've decided something about hitting 250,000 subscribers. I was like, it's time I got to up my game. So I'm going to kind of get y'all into behind the scenes of me upping my game. Here's what I'm going to do with this video. If you're new to my channel, I have what's called a 4-chord digital songbook. I have a few of those. I got 2 worship ones, 2 country ones. And all the songs in those digital songbooks, you lock in the 2 bottom strings of the 3rd fret and play a G, you slide down for a C, slide over E minor, slide down for a D. So you're just in the 2nd and 3rd fret for every single song in the whole book. What I'm going to do is take a couple of those songs and switch it up, doing what's called transposing the chords. I can't hide the way I feel. Let me get in key here. This is going to be the key of E. I can't hide the way I feel about you anymore. I can't hold the hurt inside, keep the pain out of my eyes anymore. So that's the first song in 4-chord volume 1, Travis Tritt, Anymore. Now, again, every song in that book uses the G, C, E minor, D. And I'm going to explain this. This is what's called transposing of chords. So, again, in the songbook, it's G, C, E minor, D. We're going to change those chords into these easy chords to play, called the track chords, or I'm going to I call them also the sliding E chord, and I'll explain that. So here's how you do that. We're going to take, all the songs are in the key of G in my songbook. We're going to take them to the key of E, which means you take a G chord down to an E chord. Notice if you wrote an alphabet, let's say from the bottom to the top, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7 major notes. If you started at G and you backed it down to 1, it'd be to an F. Backed it down 2, it'd be to an E. So we backed that down 2 to an E chord. Since we backed that root note down 2 notches, we have to take every other chord and do the exact same thing. So a C, back down 1 would be a B, back down 2 would be an A. This E minor, back down 1 would be in D minor, back down 2 would be a C minor. To make it easy, I'm going to play a C sharp minor. It's going to sound just as good. I'll explain that later. Then a D chord, back down 1 would be a C, back down 2 would be a B. So we basically dropped this 2 steps. So now instead of a G, C minor, D, we're playing an E, A, C sharp minor, and B. So here's how we're going to do that. Here's the chords you're going to play. A E chord is the 3rd string, 5th string, 4th string, right there. Strum all 6. I can't hide the way I feel. So you do 4 strums. Again, we're going to start with this Travis Tritt song. You slide that E chord down to the 8th and 9th fret. Remember, you can use these dots as a gauge. 1st dot, 2nd dot, 3rd dot. So have your 2 middle fingers, your middle finger, ring finger, your 2 fingers on that 9th fret, and back it up here. Can't hide the way I feel. I can't hide the way I feel. Slide it down to this B, about you. For the A chord, you just slide it back 2 frets to the 7th, the 6th. Whoa. For 4, then back to the B. So the majority of that song is just E, B, A, my tears no longer waiting. My resistance ain't that strong. My mind's recreating life with you alone. Now this is the last little chord shape, a C sharp minor. It's one of my track chords. You put your ring finger and pinky finger on the 2 middle strings, the 6th fret. Skip the 5th where the dot is, and take your 1st finger and play that 5th string, like that. 5th string of the 4th fret. Cause I'm gonna go back to tired of pretending I don't wanna love you anymore. One more thing here, this will be the last of the tips, then we'll play some songs. If you don't want to go all the way back down to that E chord, you can use that same shape as you did for the C sharp minor, the 2 string, skip a fret, 1 string. Slide that up to the 7th and 9th fret, which is the 3rd and 4th dot. So 9th fret, 7th fret. That could be another version of the E. So now, if I just want to stay in these 4 frets, for the most of that song, I can do like this. I can't hide the way I feel, E. Then go to the B. About you anymore. A, back to B. Get back to Z. I can't hold the hurt inside. Keep the pain out of my eyes anymore. See, all I'm doing is a slide there, and again, that 1 C sharp minor, you go down to this 6th and 4th. Again, what I want you to do is, if you have it already, whatever, on the digital songbook, anytime you see a G, you're playing an E. Anytime you see a C, play an A. Anytime you see E minor, play a C sharp minor. Anytime you see a D, play a B. So you can see that. Let's see here. Go get the right key. I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. Oh, you love me, I'm a brand new man. Hey, the whole town's talking about the line I'm walking. Leads right to your door. Oh, I used to roam. I was a rolling stone. I was a rolling stone. I burned over your joints down. That's all changed now. You turned my life around. Yeah, I saw the light. I've been baptized by the fire in your touch. Born in love with me, I'm a brand new man. See that? That was all G, C, and D that I switched to E, A, and B. That's your homework for today, guys. Go through that songbook, see how many songs you can switch up from the easy Matt McCoy 4 chords to these fun, up the neck, more challenging chords. Anytime you get farther up that neck, it gets that loud. It really rings out those open chords. You're really going to have a good, clean, pure sound when you play your guitar. If you want to get the 4-chord songbook or one of my courses, guys, go to CountrySongTeacher.com. I'll see y'all tomorrow for 4-Chord Friday. Let's go.